We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Buying some time. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He might want another play. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came down.
Touchdown, Badgers! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A quick strike, just as we expected. expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Wall. Flushed out of the pocket. And this Wildcat is going to be deep long, stopped in the backfield. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Trying play action. Got his man quickly. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Floating away. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just sings it in there. A little Baryshnikov for the toe tap. The Trojans are marching down the field. Gives it on the option. Got enough space. Touchdown USC. Great job by the back on the option. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown.
Turning it on! Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo. From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Whips it out in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it on the move. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Badgers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. And their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. And his throw is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt.
Oh, and you'd love to have that play back if you're that defender. Third down, and you almost pick that off. That's a catch you need to make. If he catches that, that might be pick six.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. He rifles one deep down the middle, and he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
That is such a great play by that defender, and how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. This time on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Badgers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. calls his own number. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Right down the middle. It's complete. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Second down, he'll throw it. Good timing on the quick out. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Going right and going deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
This one's complete.
You gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the run, it's Wall.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Direct snap. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Soft spot in the middle. And the defense was right there to make the the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Trojans have taken it inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Trojans! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Gets it out fast. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Takes the easy one to the back. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep. Complete downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the back. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Never about. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. And the Badgers in the hurry up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Looking to throw again. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. And here comes the field goal unit. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. The official says no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The errant 48-yard field goal attempt forces them to turn the ball over. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
They boot it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Badgers with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. And the Badgers headed quickly to the line. Handoff to the single running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Badger! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Pulls it in. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to scramble. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Finds some fresh air. Makes it past the marker. Speeding down the right side. Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Running to the left. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The short hands, it's Jefferson. At the 35, he's open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Wants to throw on first down. Complete in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Wall. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. Beck has it. He did not make it. A stonewall on 3rd down.
The defense is going to need one more stop. This is the game right now. You just got one on that last run play, setting up 4th down. Do you bring pressure? What are we doing defensively here to make sure that we can get off the field and win this game?
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He's looking to throw, extending the play. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Quarterback keeper. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1 and hoping to avoid a disaster. Quarterback making checks. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Wide open downfield. There he goes to the right. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
How about the aggressive play call backed up near your own end zone? Your quarterback drops back in the end zone. If he gets tackled, it's a safety, but it pays off. The defense is a little too aggressive, takes the big shot down the field, and he walks in for a 98-yard touchdown pass.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Running to Green. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Badgers have moved it inside the 20. Give to the running back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Badgers moving quickly to the line. Barrels ahead. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running it.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Goes to the option. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. First play of the drive wants to throw. Moving away from pressure. He wants a big play here late. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
To the air on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're
lost 1 deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. Here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right?